Today, we're going to talk about something that affects a staggering number of people, over 37 million Americans, in fact. And yet most of them don't even have a clue. It's been called a silent killer, and in this explainer, we're going to turn up the volume on chronic kidney disease. Okay, let's dive right in.
So let me just ask you a few things. First off, are you always tired? I mean, just feeling completely drained no matter how much sleep you get?
And what about this? Are you having a tough time sleeping? Maybe you toss and turn, or someone's even mentioned you might have sleep apnea? And one more for you. Ever get to the end of the day, kick off your shoes, and notice your feet and ankles look, well, kind of puffy? Now, you might just write these things off, right? Oh, I'm just busy, or I'm just getting older. But what if I told you that all of these things could be connected, pointing to one single quiet problem brewing inside you? And this is really the heart of the matter. Dr. Joseph Vesalotti from the National Kidney Foundation puts it perfectly. He says people with kidney disease usually don't feel anything until it's gotten really serious. That's why a shocking 90% of people with it are walking around completely unaware. That's 37 million adults right here in the US. To put that into perspective, that's about 1 out of every 7 adults. It is truly a silent epidemic. And to get a handle on it, we first have to understand the two incredible organs at the center of it all. So let's get to know your body's master filters, your kidneys. What do they actually do all day, and why is it so important? Okay, think of your kidneys like this. They're a super advanced filtration plant that runs 24/7. These two little bean-shaped powerhouses are constantly cleaning your blood over and over all day long. They pull out all the junk, the waste, the toxins, extra water, and turn it into urine so you can get it out of your body. But what's really amazing is that filtering is just part of their job. I mean, look at this list. They balance your body's fluids, which is absolutely critical for controlling your blood pressure. They also release hormones that help keep your bones strong, and even tell your body when to make new red blood cells, the things that carry oxygen and give you energy. They are incredible multitaskers. But what happens when that amazing filtration system starts to break down? Let's take a look at how this disease actually progresses. This shows the problem perfectly. So on the left, you've got a healthy kidney. Think of it like a really fine strainer. It keeps all the good stuff, like protein, in your blood and lets the waste pass through. But on the right, when the filters get damaged, they get leaky. They start letting important proteins escape into your urine, and at the same time, they stop getting rid of enough sodium and water. This whole leaky situation actually has a name, proteinuria, and it specifically refers to one key protein called albumin leaking through. When those tiny filters in your kidneys are damaged, albumin just slips right out of your blood and into your urine. It's one of the very first signs we can detect that something's not right. So how does this internal problem start to show up on the outside? Well, first, you might notice your urine looks foamy. That protein, albumin, is the same protein that's in eggs. So when it's in your urine, it can create this bubbly foam that looks a lot like you just whisked some eggs. Second, puffy eyes, especially when you first wake up. The loss of protein in your blood lets fluid leak into the tissues around your eyes overnight. And finally, those swollen feet and ankles. When your kidneys hold on to sodium, they hold on to water, and gravity just pulls all that extra fluid down to your feet. And remember those first questions I asked about feeling tired and having trouble focusing? Well, that's what happens when the filter isn't removing toxins properly. They just build up in your bloodstream, making you feel exhausted and foggy. This toxic buildup can also cause really intense dry and itchy skin. Okay, I know this all sounds a little scary, but here is the really good news. Finding out how your kidneys are doing is incredibly simple. So let's talk about decoding the tests so you can know for sure. The only real way to know what's going on is to get tested, and it all boils down to two very simple things your doctor can order. The first is a blood test that calculates your GFR, which stands for glomerular filtration rate. It's basically a score of how well your kidneys are cleaning your blood. And second, a urine test to look for that key protein we were just talking about, albumin. So what do the results actually mean? Well, this chart makes it super easy. For your GFR blood test, you want a score of 60 or higher. That's considered normal. If your number is consistently below 60, that could be a sign of kidney disease. And for the urine test, you want that number to be low. Below 30 is great. If it's over 30, it means your kidneys might be leaking protein. Knowing your numbers is the first, most powerful step. The next one is taking action. So let's talk about how to protect your kidneys and really take control of your health. First, Who should be paying extra close attention? Well, your risk is higher if you have diabetes or high blood pressure. Those are the top two causes of kidney disease by far. Also, if kidney failure runs in your family, that's a big one. And risk just generally increases as we get older, especially over 60. If any of these sound like you, getting tested every year is just so important. And here are the steps pretty much anyone can take to help out their kidneys. It starts with your diet. Cutting back on salt is huge for blood pressure. If you already have high blood pressure or diabetes, managing those conditions is the absolute most important thing you can do. Getting more active, not overdoing it on painkillers like ibuprofen, and of course, quitting smoking, all of these are powerful ways to protect these vital organs. And here's the main takeaway, the thing I really want you to remember. While we usually can't cure chronic kidney disease, catching it early gives you so much power. Early action can dramatically slow the disease down, help keep that GFR number from dropping, and protect your overall health for years to come.
You know, your kidneys are working for you 24/7, silently keeping you healthy in the background. When you think about everything they do for us and just how easy it is to check in on them, the real question is, isn't it time we all started listening to what they might be trying to tell us?